Hello students. Now this is the problem of accounting for consignment. This is the first problem where we have to prepare journal as well as we have to prepare accounts. See the problem. A of Agra, who entered into some consignment transactions with B of Bareilly, provides you the following information. Here A is the consignor who is sending goods to B. So B is the consignee. First means A. Goods consigned 10,000 units at rupees 20 per unit on 1st April. B. Expenses incurred by the consignor towards loading, freight, insurance, etc. 47,500 rupees. Then C. A drew a bill on B for rupees 50,000 payable on 30th September, which B accepted. This bill was discounted by A with his bankers on 30th April at 18% per annum. D. Expenses incurred by the consignee: unloading charges rupees 4,900, clearing charges rupees 3,900, carriage inward rupees 1,000, storage rupees 1,450, office and administration expenses rupees 5,000, selling and distribution expenses rupees 10,000. Now see, from all these expenses, non-recurring expenses are unloading charges, clearing charges and carriage inward. Keep it in mind. E. Goods sold by the consignee 2,500 units at rupees 25 per unit for cash, means this is cash sales. 5,000 units at rupees 32.50 per unit on credit, this is credit sale. Consignee collected full payment from all credit customers except one to whom 200 units were sold, became insolvent and paid only 75 paise in rupee. F. On 30th April, B sent the account sales and remitted the amount due to A after deducting his 5% commission, including 2% DEL credit commission. Means receiving cash, collecting cash from the credit customers is the responsibility of consignee, and bad debts is also the responsibility of consignee because he is also getting 2% DEL credit commission. We have discussed the types of commission already. Okay, so we are required to prepare, we have to pass journal entries in the books of A and B, means in the books of consignor as well as in the books of consignee. We have to prepare necessary ledger accounts, assuming that consignee is not required to maintain proportionate security with the consignor for the unsold stock. Okay, so let's start now. So as we have discussed the problem, Mr. A of Agra is the consignor and B of Bareilly is consignee. In first point, they told us that goods consigned 10,000 units at rupees 20 per unit on 1st April. Okay, so let's pass journal entries in the books of A, that is consignor. First entry will be on 1st April. Year is not given. 1st April. Goods sent on consignment 10,000 units at rupees 20 per unit. So entry will be consignment to Bareilly account debit, means consignment account debit. consignment ज्या ठिकाणी दिली आहे त्याचं पण नाव लिहिण्याची पद्धत आहे, म्हणून consignment to Bareilly account debit to goods sent on consignment account narration being 10,000 units at rupees 20 each sent on consignment. So 10,000 into 20, that is 2 lakhs. Okay, this is the first entry. Goods sent on consignment. So consignment account, that is consignment to Bareilly account, is debited, and goods sent on consignment account is credited. Now in next point they told us that expenses incurred by the consignor towards loading, freight, insurance, etc. rupees 47,500. So again consignment to Bareilly account will be debited and bank account will be credited for expenses of consignor. So consignment to Bareilly account debit to bank account amount 47,500, that is expenses of consignor, and narration being paid freight, insurance, carriage, etc. This is the second entry of expenses made by the consignor on account of consignment to Bareilly. Then A drew a bill on B for rupees 50,000 payable on 30th September, which B accepted. A drew a bill on B. So entry of bill, we have studied the entries of bill of exchange already. So as A is drawing the bill, A is the drawer. So entry of bill in the books of drawer will be bills receivable account debit, rupees 50,000 to B's account, rupees 50,000 being acceptance received, this will be the narration. Now next entry, in the same point they told us that Mr. A, that is consignor, discounted the bill with his banker on 30th September at 18% per annum. Okay, so on 30th April 18% per annum डिस्काउंटला एनी ते बिल त्याच्या बँकेकडे डिस्काउंट केले. सो ऑन 30th April he discounted the bill with his bank. We know the entry of bill discounted with the bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable account. We have studied this entry in bill of exchange. So being the bill discounted, now this bill is discounted for 18% discount per annum. So we have to calculate discount here. 18% of 50,000 will be per annum discount, and from that we have to calculate the discount up to 30th September. Okay, so let's calculate discount here on this rough page. 50,000 into 18%, so it is 9,000 per annum. From that we have to calculate discount for 5 months, because this bill was discounted on 30th April and it is payable on 30th September. So from April to September, 30th April it is, so we will not calculate April, May, June, July, August, September, 5 months. So we will calculate discount for 5 months. 9,000 divided by 12 into 5. It is 3750. So discount is 3750. So BR is going out worth rupees 50,000. Discount is 3750. So A is receiving the amount 46,250. Okay, in this way we have to pass the journal entry. We have studied this entry in the topic bill of exchange in detail. Now, next point is expenses incurred by the consignee. Unloading charges 4,900, clearing charges 3,900, etc. All the expenses are given. Now we have to pass the entry for expenses incurred by the consignee. So let's pass this entry. Consignment to Bareilly account debit. To B's account, expenses incurred by the consignee. You can write, this is for our better understanding, and total expenses are 26,250. So amount will be 26,250. 26,250. Okay. Now next entry. See the next entry. Next point, that is goods sold by the consignee 2,500 units at rupees 25 per unit. Let's calculate the total sale on the rough paper. These are the working notes, you can say. This is my rough page. I am calculating here. 2,500 units. You can calculate on Calci also, but I am showing you in detail. So 2,500 units. This is cash sale. Units into 25 per unit of cash. Okay. So it is 62,500. Now credit sales. He told us that 5,000 units into 32.50. So 5,000 into 32.50, it is 1,62,500. 1,62,500. So total amount will be 2,25,000. So total sales amount is 2,25,000. Okay. So here in this entry we have to pass the entry of sales made by the consignee. He sold 2,500 units for cash and 5,000 units for credit. Okay. Consignee collected full payment from all credit customers except one to whom 200 units were sold, became insolvent and paid only 75 paise in a rupee. As while studying the problem, we know that this consignee is getting DEL credit commission also. So these bad debts are his responsibility, not the consignor's responsibility. Now we will pass the entry of 2,25,000, that is sales made by Mr. B, that is consignee. So the entry is B's account debit to consignment to Bareilly account, and amount is 2,25,000 as per our calculation. $2,25,000. Okay. And the narration being 2,500 units at rupees 25 and 5,000 units at 32.5 sold by B as per account sales, obviously, because he sent the account sales to the consignor. They told us in that point. Next point, on 30th April we sent the account sales. So this is according to account sales. A ला कळलेलं आहे की त्यांनी असे गुड्स सोल्ड केलेले आहेत. ओके. नाउ entry of commission, they told us that He remitted the amount due after deducting his 5% commission, including 2% Dale credit commission. Total commission is 5%. So we will pass entry of 5% commission. Consignment to Bareilly account debit. To B's account, commission due at 5% on sales. Five percent on sales means 5% on 2,25,000. So it will be 11,250. Okay. Now they told us that B sent account sales and remitted the amount due to A after deducting his 5% commission. After deducting his 5% commission and obviously his expenses, he sent the amount to the consignor. Okay, that is A. So here we will calculate it. Bank account debit, as we are receiving, Mr. A is receiving the amount to B's account. Now see, we can calculate this amount this way. Total sales is 2,25,000. Out of, I will show it here. Amount sent by Mr. B means the consignee. Okay, total sales 2,25,000. Total sales 2,25,000 less expenses. His expenses were calculated 26,250. Okay, then his commission 11,250 it is, and then he has accepted a bill of rupees 50,000. So BR 50,000, because this payment will be made by B to the bank. म्हणजे हे पेमेंट ॲज गुड ॲज झाल्यासारखंच आहे. त्यामुळे एवढी याची जी अमाऊंट आहे ती आपल्याला वजा करायची आहे. $87,500 we have to deduct from 2,25,000. So 2,25,000 minus 87,500. So it is 1,37,500. Amount sent by B to A, rupees 1,37,500. Okay, so here 1,37,500, 1,37,500 amount of this entry. Now next entry, see here we have to pass now the entry of consignment stock. So that purpose we have to calculate amount of means value of unsold stock. Okay, so we will calculate it on a proper paper. Here it is, calculation of value of unsold stock. We have studied this point in last video, how to calculate value of unsold stock. See here, first goods sent, cost of goods sent. We know A sent 10,000 units for rupees 2 lakhs. This is the original cost amount. Now add expenses incurred. By consignor, that is A. consignor 47,500. So total is 2,47,500 for 10,000 units of goods. This is total cost. Total cost of goods sent to the consignee. Okay, now we have to add non-recurring expenses incurred by consignee. Non-recurring याचा अर्थ जे एकदाच खर्च होतात ते. आपल्याला जी खर्चाची लिस्ट दिलेली आहे त्यातले अनलोडिंग चार्जेस, क्लिअरिंग चार्जेस आणि कॅरेज इनवर्ड, दीज आर नॉन रिकरिंग, म्हणजे ते पुन्हा रिकर होणार नाही आहेत. दॅट इज टोटल अमाऊंट इज 9,800. ओके, I will write here for your understanding. Unloading charges plus clearing and carriage inward. So we'll add this amount here, 2,47,500 plus 9,800, so it is 2,57,300 for 10,000 units. Total cost of goods available for sales for 10,000 units. This total cost is 2,57,300. So we have to calculate for unsold stock. See, this consignee, that is Mr. B, sold 2,500 plus 5,000 units, means total 7,500 units. So unsold units are 2,500. So what is the cost of 2,500 units? We have to calculate here this cost. Okay, so cost of unsold stock for 10,000, 2,57,300. How much amount for 2,500? So it is 2,500 upon 10,000 into 2,57,300. Understood? मागच्या व्हिडिओत आपण बघितलं आहे कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं. सो दिस अमाऊंट इज 64,325. 64,325. So we have to use this amount in this journal entry. 64,000 means in the entry of unsold stock. So the entry will be consignment stock account debit, $64,325 to consignment to Borelli account, $64,325. Okay, narration. Unsold stock valued or accounted for, you can write anything in narration. Now entry of profit or loss of this consignment. So entry will be afterwards. We will prepare accounts and then we will pass this entry of profit or loss. We can pass the entry directly, but it will get difficult, so we will first prepare accounts now. Okay, so let's post these entries in ledger accounts and prepare ledger accounts so that we can complete our journal entries. Okay, so now obviously we have to post all these entries in these accounts. We have prepared consignment to Borelli account, consignees account, goods sent to consignment account and consignment stock account. Okay. Now first entry is of goods sent. So first entry is consignment to Bareilly account debit to goods sent on consignment account. So to goods sent. Two lakhs. Debit side of consignment to Bareilly account means debit side of consignment account to goods sent account. So credit side of goods sent by consignment account. Amount is 2 lakhs. Okay. Now see the second entry. Second entry is of expenses. You have to pass the entry here. So to bank account. These are consignors expenses. Consignors expenses 47,500. Now B's expenses. So to B's account. Total expenses, that is 26,250. 26,250. 26,250. नाव बघा ओळीने अकाउंट्स करताना पहिल्यांदा गुड्स एंडची एंट्री आहे, मग कन्सायनरच्या एक्सपेन्सेसची, मग कन्सायनीच्या एक्सपेन्सेसची. नाव वी हॅव टू पास द एंट्री ऑफ सेल्स. सो बाय बीज अकाउंट. Sales proceeds 2,25,000. Now entry of commission to B's account. Commission we have calculated 11,250. Okay. Now we will make the second posting of all these entries of B. Debit side of consignment to B's account means credit side of B for this by consignment to Bareilly account 26,250. Then this entry debit side of consignment to B, credit side of B by consignment to Bareilly 11,250. Now second posting of this entry credit side of consignment account by B means debit side of B to consignment account. Two lakhs 25,000. Okay. Now this amount is of sales proceeds. One entry of bill accepted, BR account debit to B's account. So here by BR account bill accepted by Mr. B, rupees 50,000. Okay. In this way we have to prepare B's account. Now here first we will complete this account. Now we have calculated consignment stock, so entry will be here consignment stock account debit to consignment account. So credit side of consignment account by consignment stock account. Okay, this is 64,325. So let's tally this account now. We have completed all the entries. Goods sent to consignment means to the consignee. Expenses of consignor, expenses of consignee, consignee's commission, entry of sales proceeds, and entry of closing stock valuation 64,325. So now we will tally Credit total is 2,89,325. Minus total of all these amounts. So the difference is 4,325. It will be transferred to profit and loss account. So to profit, transferred to profit and loss account. You can say to profit and loss account into bracket profit transferred. Okay. Now second posting of this entry, credit side of consignment, buy consignment stock. So debit side of consignment stock to consignment account. $64,325. Now after tallying consignment to Bareilly account, means consignment account, we will tally B's account, that is consignees account. डेबिट टोटल 2,25,000. मी तुम्हाला रफ वर्कमध्ये हे दाखवलं होतं. सेल्स प्रोसीड्समधून आपण याची टोटल लेस केली होती. अँड द क्लोजिंग स्टॉक वॉज द क्लोजिंग अमाऊंट वॉज क्लोजिंग बॅलन्स ऑफ 1,37,500. This amount B will give to the consignor. Okay, so by bank account, amount remitted, you can write. ही ब्रॅकेटमध्ये लिहिलेलं तुमच्या अंडरस्टँडिंगसाठी आहे. टोटल अमाऊंटमधून बिलाची रक्कम, आपलं कमिशन आणि खर्च हे वजा करून उरलेले पैसे मिस्टर बी मिस्टर एला पाठवणार आहे, असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. ओके. Now we will tally the remaining accounts. $2 lakhs. Goods sent to consignment account. Here 2 lakhs amount is given. This will be transferred to trading account. 2 lakhs. Understood? ही अमाऊंट ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे. बॅलन्स ऑफ गुड्स सेंट ऑन कन्साइनमेंट अकाउंट. अँड हिअर 64,325. This is stock amount. So buy balance carried down 64,325. Understood? In this way we have to tally and prepare all the accounts. Now for this profit and for this amount transferring to trading account, we'll pass journal entry in our journal. Now entry of profit and loss, consignment to Bareilly account debit. I hope तुम्हाला नीट दिसतंय. Account debit to profit and loss account. In this consignment they got profit of rupees 5,325. Means in this consignment the consignor has profit of rupees 4,325. Profit transferred. Now the next entry is of transferring the balance of goods sent on consignment to trading account. So goods sent on consignment account debit to trading account. 2 lakhs and narration amount transferred to trading account, obviously. And now one more entry we have to pass. See here in these entries, Mr. A, that is consigner, discounted the bill and there was discount of rupees 3750, which is expense of the consigner. So it will be transferred to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account debit 3750 टू डिस्काउंट अकाउंट. हा जो डिस्काउंट आहे तो अल्टिमेटली प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. डिस्काउंट ट्रान्सफर्ड म्हणजे डिस्काउंटिंगमधलं डिस्काउंट ट्रान्सफर करण्यात आलेलं आहे प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला. दिस इज द लास्ट एंट्री. ओके, इन दिस वे यू हॅव टू पास द जर्नल एंट्रीज अँड यू हॅव टू प्रिपेअर द लेजर अकाउंट्स इन द बुक्स ऑफ कन्सायनर, म्हणजे जो कन्साइनमेंट देतोय तो. ओके, नाउ वी विल पास जर्नल एंट्रीज इन द बुक्स ऑफ कन्साइनी, that is Mr. B. First entry on acceptance of bill of Mr. A. So A's account debit rupees 50,000 to bills payable account rupees 50,000, being the acceptance given now entry of expenses incurred. So A's account debit 26,250 to bank account 26,250. Expenses incurred on consignment. Now see here entry of sales made and amount received on account of the consigner. So the entry will be bank account debit after doing cash sales. Bank account will be debited, means for cash sales of rupees 62,500 cash account will be debited, and for credit sale debtors account will be debited. So total amount bank account debit and debtors account debit, that is consignment debtors, you can say consignment debtors account debit, total amount debited 2,25,000. You can pass two separate entries also, but he is sending to A all the amount, so to A's account 2,25,000. okay, being 2,500 units at 25 sold for cash and 5,000 units sold on credit at 32.50 each. This is the narration. Okay, now the entry of commission. So A's account debit 11,250 to commission account. Commission on sales commission due. I hope तुम्हाला दिसतंय नीट. 11,250. Now see here, there was credit sales of amount of 1,62,500 as we have calculated on this paper. And see the problem. In problem they told us that in the entry 5,000 units at rupees 32.50 per unit on credit. So this is the credit sale. Consignee collected full payment from all credit customers except one, to whom 200 units were sold, became insolvent and paid only 75 paise in a rupee. We can calculate working here. I will show rough work here. See, he collected all amount except on 200 units. So 200 units into 32.50, 6,500, and out of that 70 paise in a rupee recovered. So less recovered 75% amount. 75% of 6,500. So 6,500 into 75%, it is 4,875. Okay, 1125. Difference is 1125. This is loss. Out of this amount, he has received this much amount, that is 75 paise in a rupee, means 75%. So loss is 1,125. Okay, so now we have to pass entry for this purpose here. In the books of B, he is receiving in this amount 4,875 and all the amount of remaining sales. I will show you here in detail again. He sold total 5,000 units on credit at rupees 32.50. Okay, total units sold, credit sales 5,000 units. Out of that 200 units on 200 units into 32.50, we have calculated this amount already, 6,500. And out of remaining remaining units 4,800 into 32.50. So 4,800 into 32.5 is 1,56,000. He collected all this amount, they told us that. Okay, and out of this amount there is loss of rupees 1125, means he has collected 4,875. So total of this amount will be the total collection made by him on account of credit sales. Okay, so 1,56,000 plus 4,875, it is 1,60,875. He has collected this much amount from his credit sales. This is the meaning. Okay, so now we will pass this entry here. As he has collected 1,60,875, so here bank account will be debited by that amount. Bank account debit 1,60,875. Then bad debts account debit, obviously. So bad debts account debit, बुडलेले पैसे, that is 1125. 1125. Okay, to consignment debtors account, total amount, that is 1,62,500, means total of 1,56,000 plus 6,500, total sales 1,62,500. Okay, so amount recovered and remaining bad debts. This will be the narration. Okay, now next entry. He remitted rupees 1,37,500 to A. So A's account debit 1,37,500 to bank account 1,37,500, amount remitted to A. Now the next entry, commission. His commission he will transfer to profit and loss account, and commission from the point of B, in the books of B, commission is his income. So commission account debit 11,250 to profit and loss account 11,250. Narration, commission transferred obviously to profit and loss account. Okay, and now bad debts incurred will be transferred to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account debit bad debts rupees 1125 1125 it is now, yes, to bad debts account. Bad debts transfer. Sorry, it is 1625, my mistake. So I was confirming that 1625. Out of 6,500, we have received 75%, means 25% is bad debts, and 25% of 6,500 is 1625. Okay, so in this way we have passed all the entries, and now lastly we have to prepare the accounts from these journal of in the books of B, that is consignee. Will prepare A's account and commission account. Okay, first entry is A's account debit to bills payable account. So to bills payable account 50,000. Then second entry, A's account debit to bank account for expenses. So to bank account expenses 26,250. ओके, या एंट्रीज ज्या आपण केलेल्या आहेत ओळीनी त्याच्यावरून मी पोस्टिंग करते आहे. थर्ड एंट्री, बैंक अकाउंट और कंसाइनमेंट डेटर्स अकाउंट डेबिट टू एज अकाउंट. सो क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ एज अकाउंट बाय bank and consignment debtors account debit by bank and consignment debtors account. Amount is 2,25,000, that is of total of cash and credit sales. Now next entry is A's account debit to commission 11,250. So to commission 11,250. Now next entry is related to this account. We'll make the second posting of this account. Debit side of A's account to commission, credit side of commission by A's account 11,250. Okay, आपण इतरही अकाउंट उघडू शकतो, पण इम्पॉर्टंट अकाउंट्स मी दाखवलेत उघडून. नेक्स्ट एंट्री इज एज अकाउंट डेबिट टू बँक अकाउंट 137,500. सो डेबिट साइड ऑफ एज अकाउंट टू bank account, amount remitted 1,37,500. Then entry of commission account debit to profit and loss account. So debit side of commission to profit and loss account 11,250. In this way we can also open bad debts account, etc., means other accounts. Now we will tally this account. Credit total 2,25,000 and debit total is also 2,25,000. There will not be any difference because out of the total sale amount he has accepted bill of rupees 50,000, his expenses 26,250, his commission deducted 1,250 and remaining amount he has remitted to Mr. A. Now here 11,250 amount of commission transferred to profit and loss account. In this way we have to prepare in the books of consignee journal entries, we have to pass and prepare ledger accounts if necessary. Okay, in this way we have prepared age journal and age account, biz journal and biz account, and we have also calculated the value of unsold stock. Solve this problem in your notebook, and if there is any doubt you can ask. That's all.